Well, hello again, everyone. I'm back in the shop. It's been a couple days since I've been here, actually. Just took the clamps off the top. It's all dry. So I've still got to put some screws in these skins. I've got to flush trim this, as well as put my front skins on, which I'm about to do momentarily. They're located right here on this bench. I did some tests for my Poor Man's Fiberglass. This is just a little chunk that I cut off. It's not washed yet, so it's not actually shrunk. I'm just testing the adhesion. This is just primer. And I just kind of smeared it all over. I smeared the canvas and the wood, the block of wood. And then put it on, and then put a bunch on and kind of scraped it down. So I'll let that dry overnight and see the adhesion. So I've got to cut a couple bevels here. I'm going to figure out our angles on the front, and that is what's happening today. Oh, I also need to rip down my roof rafters. And unfortunately, this table saw is a little over 8 feet from this, and I don't really want to move this till I get my roof section on and get the sheathing on. So I don't want it to twist at all. Right now it's sitting pretty flat. I don't want to move it just yet. So I think I'm gonna have to bust out the old Delta contractors here. So I just have an angle finder here. Come along for a little ride. Is on my chop saw. So it looked like that said 12, so I'm going to mark this at 6. Where's a good scrap? Let's try this plywood here. So I'm just going to cut in the middle of this piece, and then I can flip it. Whiskers off. Marker. Angled side. Going for a little ride. Okay. So, original angle was 8 degrees, so I've cut these at 4 degrees, and it looks pretty good. It's an easy way to do it. If you just do little test blocks, you can check your little angle. So that seems to work. So we're going to head over to the table saw. So I just moved it. I used this gauge to set it, but I'm going to double check with my block. Cut at 4 degrees. I think we need to be a little... Oh, that's the height. No wonder. I was like, why isn't it moving? Silly me. That looks pretty good. It probably will be close enough for our purposes here. So we're going to turn this upside down and try to hold it down as best we can. It's not going to be very easy.
spreading the glue. I guess I won't sing for you guys. That'll wait. Pretty good. I met someone else on Facebook, a local neighborhood group. I saw like a few pictures posted there of a camper. And this guy had an old camper. He's got the jacks anyway, so I have to get a hold of him. So I'm going to need some.
This is going to be a little bit crappy. Well, I'm going to sink mine. Okay. Well, not too bad. Can I come back a little bit? Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I kind of sucked balls, but well, let's try it again. Ah. Okay, well, okay, before this glue sets up too much. That should come off. Now, I could have done this an easier way, I'm sure. Well, slight. Okay.
I'm going to actually here.
have some roof pieces. They are still just loosely put in place. There's a few small adjustments. A couple of pieces are sitting up just a tiny bit. I want the sheathing to be nice and smooth, so I'll have to either adjust the notch or my piece. Most of them actually are sitting pretty good, so some of them just have a little twist. Anyway, so I marked them for the crown up, and I'll probably, it's crooked. Okay, anyway. So I marked them for all the crown, the natural crown that's up. I got to shore up this middle piece with my interior framing so it doesn't end up sagging before I put my sheathing on. But so far it's coming along pretty good. All right, everybody, I filmed a few minutes of explanations, but I think my camera was upside down because the time clock was upside down. I may not be able to use it. Anyway, here's my roof, or at least my roof joists. They're sitting in pretty good. I got a couple places that need a slight adjustment. They're a little tiny bit proud, but, and then once that's all secured, then I'll have a place I can actually run the router. Yeah, actually I might have to just pin them in place, route it, and then drill for screw. So otherwise the bearing tends to hit it and goes, makes a little divot. So once that'll be trimmed. So yeah, the front and the back still need flush routed there. This is all routed. I just have to sand it. The front still needs, I'm letting it dry overnight. I've got a little piece in the front, some solid edging. I got to plane that flush with the underside. So yeah, the exterior construction is almost done. A little work to do inside. Well, a lot of work to do for the interior, but a little bit of framing left to do. This for the centerpiece. Don't mind this brace, I keep hitting my head on. So coming along pretty good. Well, that's where I'm going to leave her for the night. So once I get all these secured, get all the rest of this flushed up, I have 6 sheets of plywood to go on the roof, 1/4 inch. I'm going to overlap them. So all the joints will be overlapped. I'll explain that when I do it. And so that's where I'm leaving her, guys. All right, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hey, throw me a like. And if you want to follow along, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody.